The arrest of Pascaline Peter, also known as Passy Ma Trevor, has sent shockwaves across Kenya. This 36-year-old businesswoman, once hailed as a successful real estate mogul, is now at the center of a high-profile fraud case involving a staggering 350 million Kenyan shillings. Trevor, operating under her firm Parfrim Investments Limited, allegedly orchestrated a sophisticated Ponzi scheme that preyed on the dreams of over 300 unsuspecting Kenyans, many of whom have been left devastated by their financial losses. The scheme lured investors with the promise of 30% monthly returns, an irresistible offer in a market where such figures are unheard of. Trevor's modus operandi was simple but effective. She convinced individuals to deposit large sums of money into 4 different bank accounts spread across Equity Bank, Coop Bank, Stanbic Bank, and Kingdom Bank. Under the guise of her thriving real estate company, she claimed these investments were tied to lucrative property deals, but in reality, it was a facade. The promises of quick, high returns enticed both ordinary citizens and high-ranking officials, including senior civil servants, into her web. Some victims were even deceived into believing they were purchasing prime real estate, only to realize later that no such properties existed. As the funds poured in, Trevor used the money to finance a lavish lifestyle, often flaunted on her social media accounts, which only enhanced her image as a wealthy, trustworthy entrepreneur. Despite her high-profile image, the house of cards began to crumble. When the scheme could no longer be sustained, Trevor abruptly disappeared, cutting off communication with her investors and switching off her phone. Panic ensued as victims realized they had been duped, leading to a flood of complaints to the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI. The DCI promptly launched a full-scale investigation, and after weeks of tracking, they arrested Trevor at her hideout in Kantafu, Machakos County, on September 12, 2024. During her time in hiding, Trevor reportedly managed to move vast sums of money, with one account receiving over 26 million Kenyan shillings just 2 weeks prior to her arrest. This has raised concerns about the scale of the scam and the possibility of more victims who have yet to come forward. Trevor's arrest has sparked a mix of outrage and relief among her victims. Many were hopeful that justice would be served when she was arraigned before the Mokadara Law Courts on September 16, 2024. The court granted the DCI a 30-day custodial order, allowing detectives to continue their investigation and gather more evidence. The DCI, having already recorded statements from over 60 victims, expects the number to rise exponentially as more come forward. This extended period of detention is critical, as the DCI aims to build a solid case to ensure Trevor faces the full weight of the law. Trevor's elaborate fraud serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of unregulated financial schemes. By exploiting the trust of her investors, she not only defrauded them of their hard-earned money but also tarnished the credibility of legitimate real estate businesses. In the wake of this scandal, authorities have issued warnings, urging the public to exercise extreme caution and avoid falling prey to similar get-rich-quick schemes. While the investigation continues, one thing is clear: Trevor's case has exposed the vulnerability of many Kenyans to financial scams, and her trial is expected to serve as a precedent for how such large-scale fraud cases are handled in the future. As the days unfold, all eyes will be on the courts, and for many, the hope is that justice will be served, and the victims will eventually recover from the financial and emotional damage inflicted upon them. Remember to like and subscribe for more amazing content. Daily Chronicle.